Hello, this is an Everzarchius. This is UltraStores. This module is hard. I don't know how else to put it. This module will require the serial number, so let's just note that down real quick. It is XB1JX1. Okay. Now we need to convert these letters to base 36. We can do that easily with a inverter, but we're not going to need that. What we can do is just separate them all and turn them all into their alphabetic positions. 24, 4, 10, 4, add 9. So it becomes 33, this becomes 13, this becomes 19, and this becomes 33. Okay. And D will be the sum of all of these numbers. So 33 plus 13 is 46, plus 1 is 47. 19 is 66, plus 33 is 99, plus 1 is exactly 100. That is very, very interesting. Well, anyways, yeah, that's good. Now we need to convert three pairs of these into 2-digit base 36 numbers. To do this, we take the first number and multiply it by 36. So in this case, 1 times 36 is just 36. 33 is actually the first number in 2 of these pairs twice, so we can just do that quickly. 33 times 36 is 1188. Okay. And then we add the second number. So this is 1189. 36 plus 19 is 55. And 1188 plus 13 is 1201. Okay. Alright. And now we need to set A0, B0, and C0 to these numbers. A0 is the 3rd and 4th, so that is 55. Oh, wait, no, wrong slot. Oops. There we go. B0 is 5th and 6th, which is 1189, and C0 is the other pair that we haven't done, so we can get rid of this now. Now, if the number is above 364 or less than negative 364, we do need to subtract or add 365 until it is within that range, negatives included. So 1189 minus 365 minus 365 minus 365 is 94. 1201 minus 365 minus 365 minus 365 is 106. And now we have our A, B, and C 0 values. Now we gotta read some rotations. So let's get this thing going. This has been gone over in the UltraCube and Hypercube tutorial made by Timwe. You can find that in the description of this video. But in case you don't know that, and also because there's a 6th axis, I'll just go over it real quick. There are 6 axes to this. I almost said the wrong word. So, looking at it from when it's no longer rotating, we'll take a look at that real quick. This is an x-axis, as you can see in the manual. This is a z-axis right here. A v-axis is this and this. A u-axis, this has not been gone over before, is this and this. And a w-axis is this and this. Now there's one axis that I haven't gone over, which is the y, the y-axis. This cannot be seen from a perfect top-down view, but The y-axis is top and bottom, which is this and this, these two little dots that you saw there for a second. And what we need to do for this is read rotations. So, to read a rotation, you have to find which positive side of the axis goes into which other positive side of the axis. If you see a positive that goes into a negative, you just flip it. And once again, this has been gone over in the UltraCube and Hypercube tutorial, but again, I should go over this myself. This module also has its own unique thing with the dots, where if you hit the top button, you'll be able to cycle through various colors to set each of them. And if you hit the bottom button again, it goes back to rainbow. Anyway, let's start reading these rotations. So let's see here. What looks like it changes? I think I saw the v-axis change, so let's check the positive. It becomes what looks like W. V-axis becomes W-axis, the negative becomes a positive, so it is WV for the first rotation. Now let's read the second rotation. Let's see here. Check the y-axis. It does indeed change, and it looks like the positive y-axis, this dot right here, becomes the positive x-axis, so this is a y-x rotation. This module, as you also may notice here for a second, that there are multiple rotations happening at once. This is something that isn't in UltraCube and Hypercube, which are dual and triple rotations. To read these, you need to, well, basically just read multiple rotations at once. It's pretty much exactly the same as reading normal rotations, except you need to read multiple at once. So let's start with Y. It does not change, so this has to be a dual rotation. If it was a triple rotation, every axis would change. If it's a dual axis, two axes will never change. Anyway, let's read a different axis. Let's say Z. Let's see, positive Z. It does change, and it looks like V. And it became a negative, so this becomes VZ. Now there's definitely a second rotation that I've noticed, and it looks like it involves the x-axis at least. Let's watch positive. Looks like this is a W, and positive becomes positive, so this is an XW rotation. And that's all of the rotations. Okay. Now, we gotta move on to the next step, which is calculating. So, to calculate, we just need to, oh god, that's not loading. Let's see, there we go. To calculate, we use the rotation and use the corresponding equation in the corresponding stage using various values. X is the previous number. It's usually an minus 1, cn minus 1, and bn minus 1. In this case, x is a0. In the next case, it'll be a2, and then a3. Yeah. Anyway, this is technically also gone over in the Simon Stores tutorial, also made by Tim Lee, which will also be in the description. But this has 5 times as many calculations with 30 rotations instead of 6 flashes. Anyway, let's go over this. So our first rotation is WV, which is 5x plus 3 minus 3d. So 55 times 5 minus 3 times 100. So let's since calculator. This is actually really easy. It's just this right here is very easy. It's just 300. It's really easy to multiply 100. 55 times 5 is 275. 275 minus 300 is negative 25. Let's read the second rotation. The second rotation is WX, or sorry, YX, which is x minus d. So it is negative 25 minus 100, which is negative 125 instead. Perfect. Okay, and finally, dual rotations. Excuse me for being very slow on loading. This happens way too much. So it's not really loading right now, but there will always be two axes that remain unchanged. If they're both y, x, or z, or w, v, or u, then we apply a different function. In this case, the two axes that are unchanged are y and u. Actually, I haven't seen a y rotation, I've noticed, but doesn't matter. Anyway, they're not both either of these, so we apply function y, which is 2d, which is 200, minus vz minus xw. R, S, and T are just the rotations in that stage. So now we have to calculate vz and xw. Vz is right here. It is negative 125 minus negative 125 mod 2, which is 1. So subtracting that, we get 126 divided by 2 minus b, which is 100. So we could just take the positive 126 and divide by 2, and we get 63. So this is negative 63 minus 100 gives us negative 163. So this is negative 163. The negatives cancel each other out, so we do plus there. And now we gotta calculate xw. Xw is right here. It is 2d, which is 200 again, minus negative 125. Once again, these cancel each other out, so this becomes 65. Alright, perfect. Now we plug this into the calculator. All that. 200 plus 163 minus 325 gives us 38. That is actually the final calculation for this stage. So once we've calculated everything up to the last stage for this stage, press the separate button. All the circles go into the center and become 8 buttons that are colored. This is also somewhat similar to signing stores, with more steps once more. This is just the same old state. So we got RGBCMY, RGBCMY. So we run through all of these. So the top button is white, no, it is yellow. Top right button is yellow, no, it's cyan. White button is opposite black, no. Red is opposite cyan, no. Green and magenta have exactly one button between them. Yes, they do. Cycle each color in clockwise order of the colors of the module. So red's clockwise is green. Green's clockwise is magenta. Magenta's is yellow. Yellow's is cyan. Okay. Cyan's is blue. And blue's is reds. Okay. And next step. Green is adjacent to white. It is adjacent to white. So we cycle the primary colors. R becomes G, G becomes B, and B becomes R. Magenta is adjacent to black. No. White is adjacent to black. No. Blue and yellow are on the same side. No. The red button is on the right. No, it's at the bottom. Blue button's on the left. No. Starting from the white button, the yellow button is further clockwise in green. No. Starting from the black button, look at this. The blue button is further clockwise in cyan, starting from black. That is true. Yes, it is. So we swap the colors on the top and bottom buttons of the module only if neither are white or black. It's yellow and red, so let's swap yellow and red. Alright, and this is our color order. B, M, G, Y, R, C. Okay. That's our color sequence. So now we need to convert 38 to balanced ternary. So let's convert that real quick. To convert it, well, to put it in a simple way, we just turn the first number into 1, the second into 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, which is 3 to the power of 0, 3 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in this case, we could just do a little bit of mental math to figure out which number is the highest one that we need. So to use balanced ternary, pluses mean that you have to add that number to your current value, which starts out at 0. So adding will doing a plus for 1 will will add that number to the number, which will, in this case, it would show 27 if we had this as plus. Entering a negative to something, let's say 9, will subtract that number. So 27 minus 9 is 18. So if it was 0, 0 minus plus 0, 0, then it would be 18. Again, this whole thing is also gone over in the Simon Stores tutorial. So let's see here. I believe the highest number that we'll need is 27. Let's say we add 9, which is 36. Let's add 3, 39. We need to wean our 1 away, which is perfect because if we subtract 1, we get 38. So this is perfect. 1 will be negative, 3, 9, and 27 are all positive. We submit this from least to most significant. So to submit a negative, we press the black button first and press the corresponding button, blue. And to submit a positive, we press the white button and press the corresponding colors. So M, G, Y. And that is everything. We don't need to press these two. So let's press the center button. And move on to the second stage. Perfect. That is the first stage down, and unlike Simon Stores, the previous rotations are not kept. They are completely reset, which means that you'll have to read more rotations than before. Anyway, let's read some more rotations. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I think I saw U change, so let's watch the U axis. This positive U becomes what looks like it negative X. So this is XU for this rotation. Next rotation is, let's see here. I think I might have seen X move. Let's watch the X. It does, and it becomes a negative Z, so it becomes ZX. Next rotation, let's see here. I think X changed once more. Let's see here. Positive X, positive X it does, and it becomes W. And the negative becomes the positive once more. So this becomes WX. And finally, the last rotation. Let's see here. I think I might have seen Y move at some point. Yes, it did. The negative moved over to W, so that must mean it is WY. This is actually really convenient. There are no multi-rotations in this stage. Perfect. Alright. So, let's get to calculating once more. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's see here. XU is the first one. In this case, we have to use the stage 2 stuff. So it is XU, which is X, B0 in this case is X. We use the column instead for X. Plus 365. Minus the absolute value of an minus 1. An minus 1, n is 1, so we take a0. So the absolute value of a0, which is 55. Alright, so let's plug that into the calculator. 94 plus 365 minus 55 gives us 404. We need to subtract 365 as this number is too large. We get 39, so B1 is 39. Okay. Next stage is CX. CX is right here. It is 239 plus AN minus 1. N is 2 in this case, so we do negative 25. Because there's a negative in there, it's basically just 2 times 39 minus 25. So 2 times 39 minus 25 gives us 53. So B2 is 53. Perfect. This is, once again, a great stage. So let's move on to the next rotation, which is WX. It is 3D. 3 is 100, D is 100, so let's do 300, plus X, which is 53, minus AN minus 1, N is 3 in this case, so A2, which is negative 125. These cancel each other out, so this is 300 plus 53 plus 125, 478. I accidentally pressed enter there, doesn't matter. So 478 minus 365 gives us 113. Alright. Cool. Well, let's clear this. Clear all. There we go. Okay. And the last rotation is WY. This is a really nice stage. It is 2x. 113 times 2 is 226. This was pretty handy as none of them were above 5 and no carrying. Anyway, 2x minus the absolute value of AN minus 1, so 38 minus 12 for squared. I don't know what I did there. Whoops. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. So let's do that. 12 times 16 is 192. Alright, 226 minus 38 minus 192 is negative 4. Alright, so B4 is negative 4. And that's all of the rotations. So, once again, like last time, let's press the center button. Now we have to go through these steps once again, and this time we actually have to read them once again, as the color order is not the same. So, let's see here. There we go, it's finally loaded. I don't noticed it. The top button is white. No, it is not. Top right button is yellow. Yes, it is, actually. Also, we can get rid of this. I just realized we're not using the right BMGRC, because this is stage 2. Anyway, top right button is yellow, so we cycle each color one space to the left. So, BMGRCY. Okay. White button is opposite black. Yes, it is. So swap each color with its diametric opposite. So blue and green are opposites. So blue and green. Cyan and magenta are opposites. So let's swap those. Yellow and red are opposites. So red and yellow. Perfect. Okay. Red is opposite cyan. No, it's not. Green and magenta have exactly one button between them. No, there are no buttons dividing them. Green is adjacent to white. No. Magenta is adjacent to black. Yes. So we cycle these secondary colors. C becomes M becomes Y becomes C. Okay. White is adjacent to black. No, it's diametric. Blue and yellow are on the same side. No. Red button is on the right. No. Blue button is on the left. No. Starting from white, the yellow button is for the clockwise. No. Starting from black, the blue is for the clockwise and green. Then cyan, sorry. Swap the colors on the, yes it is, so we swap the colors on the top and bottom. The top and bottom is blue and green, so green, blue. So B, M, G, C, Y, R. And that's our ternary. -4, that should be very easy to do. It should just be negative, as 3 plus 1 is 4, and we just swap those. So this has to be black, blue, magenta. Also, another thing you may note is that this lights that this shows the color highlighting, and you highlight it. Anyway, let's press the center button, and we're on to stage 3. All right, we're almost done. Perfect. Let's read one more set of rotations. All right, let's see what we got here. Just waiting for it to start cycling again. Let's see here. Y change. Oh, there. I believe this is a multi-rotation. Anyway, let's start by reading the Y. I did see it move. Let's see here. It becomes what looks like X, and the positive becomes a positive, so it's YX. Okay, we got. Wait, no, it's YZ. Sorry, that's wrong way. I always mix those two up. Let's watch the X-axis. See if that changes this time. Positive. It does not change, so this is a dual rotation. So which is the other one? Doesn't matter. Anyway, watch W. It does not change, so this must be a V and U rotation. So which one becomes what? Let's watch U. It becomes. Oh wait, no, that is W. I'm an idiot. Well, anyway, let's watch positive W. It becomes. Yep. That's kind of an awkward angle, but I'll try to follow along here, right here. W, yep, that is a WU rotation. All right, what's the second rotation? Let's see here. Ah, jeez. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Y does change. Y changes. I saw it. I believe I saw the positive Y go into V. Let's watch that again real quick. And yep, it does indeed. So that is a YV rotation. Alright. Next up is, let's see here. Which one to watch? Let's see, let's start with X. Nope. I think I saw Z though while that was going, so let's watch the Z axis. Right here. It does change when it looks like W. And I believe I saw the positive Z go into the positive W. Okay. And fourth rotation. Let's see, what's the fourth rotation? I think we should watch. I think I saw Y. I think I saw Y change. Let's see. Positive Y. It does change into V. Sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, hey, another YV rotation. I just noticed we have 2 of them. That can happen, by the way, multiple of the same rotation. Okay, last rotation. Let's watch U. Yeah, it does change. It does change. Jeez. Anyway, negative becomes positive into what looks like W, so it's WU for that rotation. Alright, and that is all of our rotations. That is not the correct character I meant to put there. We'll see. Alright, so let's do these last few calculations. Oh my god, it's not loading again. Anyway, well, we got a dual rotation, so we gotta note that down. YZ, WU, so there's... it's definitely not, because X does not change, but also V does not change. So once again, we do function Y right here. Let's just highlight it and copy it. It's easier. So, first of all, CN minus 1 is 106. So let's fill those in real quick. And the rotation is YZ and WU. EN minus 1 is 94. So let's do that real quick. 2 times 94, I believe that is 188. Yes, it is. It is indeed 188. Alright, now let's calculate y, z, and wu. Y, z on stage 3 is x106 plus 188. We have another 2 times bn minus 1, which is convenient, minus an minus 1, which is 55. So let's calculate this. 106 plus 188 minus 55 gives us 239. So this is 239. And now let's calculate WU. Right here. It is 365 minus the absolute value of x, which is 106, because, yeah, minus the absolute value of an minus 1 minus absolute value of bn minus 1. They're all positive, so, yeah. 365 minus 106 minus 55 minus 94 is 110. Okay. Delete this. And now we calculate this right here. 188 minus 239 minus 110. Negative 161. Alright, now we're done with all the multi-rotations. That's perfect. Let's move on to the last bit, which is the standard rotations. So we have YV, which is X, which is negative 161, plus 39, which is Bn minus 1, mod 8. I can't spell. Let's just calculate that real quick. It should be 7, I believe. 39 minus 8 minus 8 minus 8 minus 8. So it is indeed 7. Okay. Alright. Cubed. That is going to be a big number. Oh dear. I can't even type. Anyway. Yeah. Minus. I can't. Oh my god. 5. 2 cubed. Jeez, that is ridiculous. Anyway. Let's just do these. 7 to the power of 3 is 343. I was right, this is indeed very large. So 343. And let's do 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, yeah. So 8 times 5 is 40. So let's calculate this. We have 161 plus 343 minus 40. Gives me 142. Okay. Jeez. Excuse me. ZW right here is x 142 plus bn minus 1, 53 mod 6. Let's do that real quick. Kind of wish this calculator had modulo. Sorry, Desmos. Not. 6 minus 6 minus 6 minus 6. This gets repetitive. Nope, too far. 5. I believe that said cubed. Yep, it does indeed say cubed. Plus negative 125 mod 6 cubed. Okay, well. Negative 125 plus, let's just do 60, and 60, it's still a multiple of 6. Plus 6 more gives us 1. 1 cubed is just 1. It's, yeah. 5 to the power of 3 is 125. So 142 minus 125, sorry, plus 125 plus 1, right? That is all positive. Yes, indeed, they are. So C3 is 268. Oh, that I cannot spell. Alright, Fourth rotation, another YV, which is 268 plus 113 mod 8, 113 minus 80 minus 8 minus 8 minus 8, 1. Cubed, so it's just 1 minus 5, 4 cubed. 4 cubed is 64. Alright. 64 times 5 is 320. So 268 plus 1 is just 269. Add 320 gives us negative 51. Alright. And the final rotation for this entire module is WU. There it is. WU. I've actually seen this already, so yeah. 365 minus the absolute value of x, 51, minus the absolute value of an minus 1, which a4, by the way, is 0. So we can just cancel that out. Minus the absolute value of 4. Okay. 365 minus 51 plus minus 4 is 310. All right, and now we're on to the very final step, which is, well, same old. All right, let's see. Sorry. All right. Let's get rid of this color sequence again. Actually, you know what? Let's just do the ternary right now. We know for a fact that 243 has to be a part of it. So let's add 243. Let's say we add 81. Oops, I cannot type. Gives us 324. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's see here. I think we gotta subtract 27. 243 plus 81 minus 27, let's say, gives us 297. Okay. And then let's see here. Add 9, add 3, and add 1. Oh, perfect. Okay. Plus, plus, plus. All right, that's our ternary for the final stage. Now let's do this color sequence. Stage 3 is M, C, R, Y, G, B. Let's see here. Top button is white. No. Top right button is yellow. Yes, we cycle each color one space to the left. What we could just do is take the first one out and put it at the back. White is opposite black. No, they're actually right next to each other, so I believe we have another step further on that we have to do. Red is opposite cyan. No. Green and magenta have one button between them. No, they have 2. Green is adjacent to white. No. Magenta is adjacent to black. No. White is adjacent to black. Yes. Cycle both primary and secondary. So R becomes G, G becomes B, B becomes R. Cyan becomes magenta. I can't spell again. Magenta becomes yellow. Yellow becomes cyan. Actually, this is basically just these two rules combined. That's it. Blue and yellow are on the same side. No. Red button is on the right. Yes. Swap R and Y. R. Blue button is on the left. Also, yes. Swap green and cyan. Starting from white, yellow is further clockwise than green. Yes, it is. Swap first and last. So M and R. Starting from the black button, blue is further clockwise. No. So this is our final sequence. R, C, G, B, Y, M. Alright. So it's on positive, so that's good. Let's press red, cyan, green. Let's swap to black and press blue. Swap to white and press yellow. And press magenta. And also you can freely swap, just saying, it doesn't change anything. In this case, we already pressed everything, so we could press them freely if we want. Anyway, let's just get on with it and submit. And that's a solve. And that is UltraStores. I am definitely not going to do a second example. This takes way too long to do twice. So I hope you enjoyed. Also, real quick, there is already a tutorial up on this, but I felt like I had to make my own. So yeah, here you are, the other tutorial. I'll link the other tutorial in the description, as well as Timwee's UltraCube and Simon Source tutorial. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed, and see y'all in the next tutorial.